feel different. But just allowing the grace of the moment as it presents itself. Being thankful for the twists and the turns. Meditation is the easiest thing in the world. It's the easiest thing because it requires nothing, true nothing, a true stopping, a true letting go. We can tell ourselves the stories that it's difficult. We can even tell a story in our mind that our mind is busy by telling ourselves that our mind is busy. But genuine acceptance, genuine gratitude, genuine peace resolves in this moment. And you only have to look as far as what you're resisting to figure out why you're not allowing yourself to be here. Maybe it's circumstance. Maybe it's health. Maybe it's the past. Maybe it's the future. Maybe it's anything other than just being here completely. It's not hard to stop, but it takes sincerity, it takes honest acceptance. And the acceptance can be that I'm struggling to accept. That's okay. It's still acceptance. So infusing all of these notions into this moment, I invite you to put your past down, put your future down, and arrive, finally, peacefully, in this shared united state of love. Take a deep breath in through the nose and let it go. 2 more. Deep breath in. Last one. Big breath in. And let it all go. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Welcome. It's a nice intro. Thank you, universe, for talking through me. I appreciate it. How is everyone? Hey, Thea. Hey, welcome. Are we okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are we not okay? What are we? Are we silent? Are we peaceful? Is there anything that I can teach you better than silence? So maybe tonight we try and meditate a little bit longer. Maybe we try and just let go. I'll play the music in a moment when we start meditating, but if there's any reason that you're here, or perhaps you've got busyness going on, or you want something from me, I'm sure you want something from me, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Share. You can ask for that. You can ask for a specific practice. You can ask for something because I want to serve you. If not, we will just go with the flow.
you do open eye meditation, like soft gaze.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you. Anything else? Open eye meditation. Anything else? Don't be shy. It can be anything. It can be to dance. Although some of your egos might curl at that. There's various seats in meditation, okay, and they're rich, okay, so our stance that we carry our body will dictate so many things to our mind. The synonymous relationship between body and mind is far more integrated, and they feel so separate. They're the same thing. So the way that you hold your body is going to be reflected in the way and the quality of your mind. So if you're meditating and you're like this, it's likely that you'll be operating below solar plexus. Okay? If you're like this, it's likely that you'll be coming up to Anahata or even Ajna. Okay? It actually gets exceedingly difficult to hold all of your chakras open in any other position that isn't like this, or kneeling, or something where we've got the spine aligned. I say this because every time I sit in lotus pose, which is the pose I was in, if you saw when I came in, it is by far 100 times easier for me to enter a deep state of meditation in that pose than it is in a normal pose. And there's a reason that they're entered into the books in these ways, because they affect the way our body feels. So, and not just on your meditation mat, but the way you carry yourself through life. You know, what's your position? How do you feel in your body? Are you free? Are you happy? Are you confident? Are you confined? Are you anxious? Are you nervous? Like, these are all reflections of either mind to body or body to mind. So carry yourself. Carry yourself. You know, if you walk around feeling proud for the day, I guarantee you, you'll feel good within yourself. If you walk around tall and confident, the energy that will embody you is tall confidence. Okay? So pick your seat wisely. Don't ever sit down in meditation passively thinking, I'm going to meditate this morning. Really? Pick it. Be mindful. Because the more mindful you are, the more easy it will be to enter a deeper state of meditation. Okay, let's talk about eyes open. Right, so when we do drishti, do you want to do drishti? Is that what you're after? Or you want to stare at different people?
It's like a Dzogchen, seeing through, being through.
Do you want to
No.
Share. Come on. So you want to do a Dzogchen? Like,
Maybe that's why I said it, because that book's there. Lama Surya Das.
I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest. I'll struggle to teach that method, but you are free to share it. The only one that I would say is worthy is a drishti, because you're never not meditating. It's just, what are you meditating on? People think that when they sit down they're doing meditation, but the art of doing a meditation is just a mental label that we attach to the habit. Okay? Meditation is being present, and you're never not present. It's just what you're present of and where your level of identity is. If you're present of a thought and you're identifying with the thought, then it feels like you're not consciousness anymore. It feels like you're carrying the body, the thought, the form, the pain, the suffering, the happiness, the joy, the fluctuations and the turbulence. You're never not meditating. You know, you're sometimes doing a day's work and you're fully present, you're meditating. You're walking the dog, you're meditating. You're cooking your dinner, you're meditating. You remember that passage that I said, which is actually from this book, is that they asked what the enlightened man does, and it said, when the enlightened man eats, he eats. When he mows the lawn, he mows the lawn. Yeah? Except the unenlightened man eats and thinks about mowing the lawn, and mows the lawn and thinks about eating. Yeah? They're not doing the thing that's in front of them anymore. Okay, and that's how most of us live. We'll be sat here and our identification with thought will come in. A thought will capture our attention strong enough that we identify with it, and then we'll we're off in that trail of thought, we're manipulating that thought, we're giving the thought form and energy. But still, while that's happening, there is a perfectly silent space inside of you, meditating and watching that happen. The identification is missing. And what happens over time is there might be a time in your practice, I'm going to riff a little bit, but there might be a time in your practice where you recognize yourself as consciousness. Truly recognize yourself as consciousness, not as an idea or a thought, but actually recognize the space beyond your thoughts. And you become familiar. Oh, this is nice. I like this, and then back into thinking mind. And then, oh, I was thinking, and back into thinking mind. But before the recognition of consciousness, there was just thinking mind. Yeah, there was just you in pure identification with thinking mind. After the recognition of consciousness, there's the thinking mind, and there's the recognition of the thinking mind, which means your identification goes from consciousness to thought, from consciousness to thought, from consciousness to cane, from consciousness to Bianca, so on and so forth. And then over time, because you're being aware of it, you're now no longer not conscious. Because even when I'm identified, like myself, even when I'm identifying with my thoughts, there's a piece of me that's aware that I'm identifying with my thoughts. And that's the shift. Okay, that's the change. And that gradual awakening over time is what the awakening of the Buddha nature is. Okay, and I'm sure you're all on that path now already. So anytime you're suffering, you can recognize there's still a stillness. You can recognize I'm identifying with that thought, so it's creating a form of suffering. And then you can recognize the space within you that still sits, that's still still, it's still silent. Okay, so we're going to take drishti today for the first portion of the practice, okay? I'm going to move slightly so I don't have to stay there on straight on, otherwise it'll break a drishti, break the ruin. Okay, I'm going to remind you how to do a good drishti, okay? A relaxed drishti. So, everyone looking in front of them, can you see this candle on the altar? Mm-hmm. Yeah? It's easy to focus on that candle. Yeah? Now focus on your nose. Yeah? Now focus on Krishna. Now this lotus. That plant over there. You notice how your eye grabs the object that you're focusing on. And it focuses by straining of the eyes. This is called an outward projection of prana, okay? Because you are pushing your energy into the object you're looking at, okay? So when you stare at something, you're pushing your prana, because it leads through the orifices of the body, it pushes onto the object and holds the object in your awareness. Now, if you could look at that candle and you had a silent mind, and that became one-pointed, that is a portal into samadhi. That's a portal into liberation. That's a portal. That's a portal. Okay? So what we're going to do is not stare at the object, but we're going to start to receive from the object. Okay? So we can use this candle as a reference. And the way that we receive is we relax our gaze. So I want you to firmly stare at that, and then I want you to relax your eyes so much so that you just feel like the light is being received from it. Okay? That's the first point now. So think about the shift of pushing your eyes onto something and receiving, and just play with that idea for, said 30 seconds, and see if you can feel if there's a difference for a start. So use the candle, stare onto it, focus onto it, and then relax your gaze. Stare onto it and relax, and just shift between the two, and just start to get a feel for what receiving versus projecting looks like. Everyone feeling a difference of some sort, or are we struggling with the concept so far? Yeah, everyone happy? Anyone not happy? No? Good. Okay. Now, looking at the candle, I want you to notice that there is a space between you and the candle. And I want you to focus just in the midpoint of the space between you and the candle, which might make your eyes go a little blurry, but that's okay. But you don't do it by strain, you do it by relaxing. So rather than looking at the candle, you're looking at the space in front of the candle, and then you relax your gaze there. Just try it out for a moment. This is a little bit more tricky. If you're struggling, stare at the candle, draw your attention back a bit into the middle of the gaze, and then relax the eyes. Now you shouldn't be looking at anything but receiving more of a peripheral. And relax. Any questions on that?
Comment,
That's
really.
nice.
Comment, yeah, please.
You know those magic eye books?
Yeah.
It's like looking at those and then seeing through it into
Perfect.
beyond it.
Beautiful.
That's the way. That's the way I do it.
Everyone familiar with them books that you hold and you do this and then a picture appears in the middle of it, yeah?
It's like looking through.
Wes had his first one of them, he's never been able to do one, and he said he did drishti on it
I
and it
know, we
appeared
talked
through.
about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
That was really
It's
good
just
for
really
him.
good.
Yeah, okay. This is important because the fundamental thing with a yoga practice is not having your attention drawn elsewhere. So when you're doing your yoga practice, you hold a drishti, because if not, your attention's on the person to the right, the person to the left. And what you're training your mind to do is to relax the attention, okay? Because when you're out for a walk, rather than receiving the whole world as it's presenting itself to you, your mind grabs the object, grabs the object, grabs the object, grabs the thought, grabs the feeling, grabs the emotion. It's always latching onto something because it needs its identity in the object to exist. To receive everything is to become one with the universe. And that first starts by surrender. It starts by softening the gaze and not taking anything but just receiving what is. Okay, and if that's not an analogy for how to be peaceful in life, I don't know what is, okay? Because all you want to do in life is accept the way the moment presents itself to you and the richness of it. You know, what is it that's dissatisfied by the taste of your life? It's just an idea. This moment is the way that it is. It's been evolving for millennia, and yet we can still reject it. It just is what it is. Okay. So we'll do that. Is that candle in a good position for everyone?
It's perfect for
How
me.
is it?
I was just going to go down one row so we can see the flame a little bit better.
Yeah.
Is that okay,
That's
Robin?
better
Still?
for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Good. I'm going to turn and face it. Right.
I was actually quite surprised with how much peripheral you actually have. It's amazing.
You've heard this term with footballers saying they have eyes in the back of their heads, right?
I thought that was mother's.
Well, that's true as well. Mothers are all seeing everything. So when we relax our vision, our periphery opens all the way past here, almost backwards. You know, you can really see everything, and you want to open up to that. And I want you to use that feeling of opening in your peripheral vision. And I want you to remember that word that we played with last week, of deeper. And I want you to relax your gaze on the candle. And we'll spend perhaps 5 minutes on this, and we'll just relax our gaze. And I'll talk you through the first minute. And then I just want you to imagine that the brakes on everything else are stopping. You're not trying to do anything. You're not trying to go anywhere. You're not trying to achieve anything. You're not trying to gain anything. You're just stopping. But you're first going to relax your gaze. And when you relax your gaze, your body can follow. Okay, so first take your focus on one of the candles. Just watching it flicker. Just allowing your eyes to rest and focus on it. And then just gently start to focus on the space in between the candle. It almost feels a little bit cross-eyed, but just relax the eyes on the space in between. Gently rest your eyelids down ever so slightly, and then just lift your cheeks as if you're about to smile. And just gently receive. Just receive, receive, receive. want you to draw your attention back in the same way that you would from the candle. And I want you to relax your gaze. You're not projecting anything outwards here, you're just receiving whatever information the universe wants to share. Just relax. Deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Let it go. Okay. It's a nice little cue here to receive, okay? So, it's a nice thing. Drishti should be practiced far more than we practice it. It can be practiced all throughout the day, and it changes your psyche from wanting something to receiving. Okay? It's nice. Okay, so I have a intense practice to offer tonight. Anyone unhappy about that? We're going to do some circular breathing, and we're going to breathe together for perhaps 10 minutes, and then we're going to meditate. And this has a tendency to draw out abundances of emotions in people. Is anyone, I know it's a bad question, but I need an honest answer. Is anyone vulnerable tonight or feeling emotionally overloaded at the moment? Because if they are, we won't do it, and you're allowed to say, I don't want to do it.
I will just listen to my body, and if it wants me to slow down, I will.
Yeah, okay. It's not intense in the pace of the practice. It's intense because circular breathing is just intense in general. It's slow, it's calm. Yeah. Anyone feeling? It's going to recharge, and the reason I ask that is because sometimes when you're feeling fragile, you don't want to do it, but it will only draw things out of you that are laying dormant, and it might not even do that. It might just do nothing. But it has a tendency to help with the stuck energy in the body. That's all I have to offer, if that's okay. Okay. Circular breathing. It means there's no pause between the breath, okay? If you like and you're not comfortable meditating, do this laying down. We can move the mats around. Would you prefer to lay to do this or to sit to do this? It's completely up to you.
Sitting's okay.
Sorry?
Sitting's okay. If
Sitting's
anyone
okay.
wants another block or anything, there's more blocks.
Yeah, more blocks and crucibles. Okay, belly, ribs, upper chest, release. We're going to do big breaths. I'm going to play music. I'm going to talk you through it. And then we'll slightly increase the pace. After a few minutes, we'll stop. We'll shake out our bodies. We'll make any noises we need to make. We can let stuff go, and then when we're ready, and that's really a beneficial practice. That wasn't a joke. Okay, like if you have things going on in your body, you can brush it off, let it go, and you can animate that. It feels good, to do that. I'll talk more about that another time, but we can do that. And then we'll rev up again and we'll go back into it. I'm going to set a timer. We're going to do this for 10 minutes and then we're going to meditate afterwards. Okay, it's a little bit different to what we've done before, but it's still very beneficial. Okay, so let's just check our belly breath, okay? The Buddha belly. Let's take a big breath into the lower portion of our belly. Let's breathe into our chest. On our upper chest. And let it go. Okay, so don't breathe out until the last one. Breathing into the lower, upper, middle, and upper, and let it go. Okay, that's an intensity, okay? That is full push. So we're gonna just take that back off, okay, and we're gonna get it to be one motion. So it's gonna go. Okay, that's the pace that we're going to set with each other, okay? I'm going to turn the music up. I want you to close your eyes. I want you just to breathe through it. I want you to know that this space, this household is safe, and I want you to allow yourself to experience it. If it feels uncomfortable, that's what you're trying to draw out, okay? If it starts to go light in your brain and colours appear, just breathe through it. You're not going to go anywhere, nothing's going to happen, and if absolutely nothing happens, that's fine too. It is all dependent on your karma, your dharma, your pranic system. Just allow the experience. Trust me in the experience that it's what you need right now. Okay, if you prefer, which I do, I like to connect my right hand to my belly, and I like to hold my heart when I'm doing this so I feel connected to myself. If you don't, then you can have your hands palm down on your knee. This is an inwards practice. Choose your position, think about your posture, think about the stance you want it to take, and then we'll start to breathe into the belly, into the upper chest, and release. Find your own rhythm now that works for your breath. Keep breathing, keep trusting, keep releasing. Listen to your inner intuition. Keep the circular breath moving, no pauses, no holding, just deep breaths. Trust your body, trust its moment, find the love. Try to keep your mind on the breath. Try to keep your mind on the breath. Don't let it stray, just in and out. In and out. Maybe a bit of lightness and tingling coming into your body, into your forehead, into your arms. Just keep breathing. Keep breathing. Trust your body. If it says to go a little stronger, go a little stronger. If your body says to relax, relax. But just keep the circular breath moving. Maybe noticing a lightness in the head now. An energy rising. Feel the granules in the body unblocking. Feel the heat it's creating. This is your prana being released. Keep breathing. Just keep trusting the process. Keep breathing. If any emotions arise, just breathe through them. Don't give them the attention, just let them come up. Keep going. Keep breathing. Don't fade yet, still 1 minute to go for the first round. If you want to get animated with your breath, you can release whatever needs to be released, but let it be authentic and natural. Don't let it be thought. If anything needs to come out, it will come out. Belly, ribs, chest, keep it going. Nice and tall. Last last breath, big breath in, and allow your breath to return to normal. Relax the hands down and just sit with yourself. Spacious, it could be joyous. Whatever you're in, whatever you're feeling, it's okay. It's safe. You don't need to go anywhere, you don't need to run anywhere, you don't need to do anything about it. It just is what it is. Until it isn't. Okay, reconnect your hands if you want to, leave them down. Faster, belly, ribs, chest, and release. In and out. In and out. In and out. A little stronger. And out. Breathing as a group without the count. Really letting go on the exhale. Let the body relax. Breathing in and relaxing. Strong in and relaxing. Just feel it all. Trust the process. Breathing in and out. One big breath in and let it go. Trying to breathe normal. Feel it. Feel the lightheadedness. Feel the energy. Resume into a normal breath. Just breathe. Don't let the mind speak. Just breathe. Don't let the mind speak. Belly ribs, we're going to do it sharp. Okay, like this, and then we go through the right hand out. You breathe in, left hand out. In, right. Close your eyes. Left hand. 2 more. Last one. Relax, normal breath, let it resume. Okay, if you're allowed to do a kumbhaka, we're going to do one here. Big breath in through the nose. And hold the breath. Relax the lungs, relax the face, and hold. Relax the eyes, drishti with the eyes closed. Relax the body. Keep holding and don't fight it, just hold and relax. Sip the air like a straw. Big breath in and hold. Place the tongue on the roof of the mouth, slide it up through the teeth, touch Gachari Mudra, find the soft palate in the roof of the mouth, gently open the eyes about a millimeter, allow the light to come in and take the gaze right up to the third eye without forcing the eyes. And release all of it. Sip through a straw, breathe in. Hold it, close the mouth, find Gachari, push the tongue up, the roof of the mouth, find the soft palate, take the gaze up, open the eyes, a centimeter, take drishti as you're looking up and relax. Hold it as long as you can without being forceful. And release. Back into circular breathing, the original, belly, inhale, ribs, and release. Slowing down now, belly, ribs, and release. Slowing down, belly, ribs, release. Making it thinner, making it quieter, belly, ribs, and release. Now slowly circular breathe with full control. As long breaths as you can take. If it helps to sip the air, sip it, but quietly and slowly. Make your breaths the biggest, slowest, longest breaths you've ever taken, including the exhale. No difference between the inhale and the exhale. Make it all one motion, never stopping, circling round. Relaxing, even gentler with the breath, even gentler with the effort. Let the body start to breathe gently and let the body take over. It will show you what it wants if you trust it. And now forget about the breath. Make no effort with the breath whatsoever. Make no effort whatsoever. Make no effort to make no effort. Just stop. Stop by allowing everything. breath in through the nose. As you exhale, place your palms on the floor in front of you. Put the weight of your torso into your hands and feel the weight of your body and just sway side to side and just feel the connection with the earth. You can keep your eyes closed here and you can just feel your weight, feel your body, feel the ground beneath you. Feel the heaviness of your body. Good, then sit up. Lift your arms up, take a big breath in. And then as you close, I want you to forcefully push the hands down and exhale. Good. You can open your eyes. Does anyone want to share anything about their practice?
It's lovely and peaceful.
So for you it was lovely and peaceful.
Yeah.
Nice.
Made me feel lightheaded.
Yeah, definitely. I get that. that's definitely a lot for the brain. Isn't it funny how breathing can make you feel like high?
Over oxygen.
We should operate closer to that frequency of breath most of the time, but it's actually so unfamiliar to us that it makes us feel spaced out and lightheaded. But if we use our breath optimally throughout the day, we can push that boundary a little bit higher, and it's a really, really good place for the head to be, because one of the factors of an unoxygenated brain is stress, and an unoxygenated body is stress. If you read Ingrid Backey's books, The Effortless Way and things like that, she would say that most of people's ailments and issues like chronic pain can be healed just by the breath, because the body, when it's not fed oxygen or breath properly, it's working too hard to do things that it shouldn't have to work for. So by enriching your body with oxygen, it gives your muscles a break because they have the fuel they need to work, which gives your body a chance to heal. So it's good to practice these things because you want to get more familiar with them states of consciousness. Lightheaded's good. Anyone else?
I guess for me, when we first stopped, I was feeling very relaxed quite quickly from being like quite occupied doing the circular breathing, and then during that stopping, I was like able to, similar to last week, differentiate between me being consciousness and being aware of what I was thinking, and are we going to start this up again, or is that it now, we're going to sit here, and I was like, I was aware of separation between myself and my thoughts. There was definitely a gap, if you like, and I'm in a lot of physical pain. That's why I'm pretty much sitting like I've got blocks underneath this big cushion because I've got rheumatoid arthritis and I'm in lots of physical pain. And I was very aware that I was feeling physical pain, but there was definitely separation. And as we did it again and then stopped, I guess I went back again to being the witness of the physical pain and my thoughts, but then as I relaxed into it more, it almost like they disappeared. And honestly, I know it's like you just mentioned it then about oxygen in the body and getting rid of physical pain. I was at the start of it, I was in agony. That's why I put these extra blocks underneath, and it just went. It really did.
Yeah, it's amazing, right?
Yeah,
it's good. Thank you for sharing. Point on that is there's an experience of pain. You know, when you say I'm in pain, there's an experience of pain that you're witnessing, and that's a differentiation, because if you feel like I'm in pain all the time, there's a certain amount of suffering that can be attached to that, because we don't want to be in pain, you know, but there's an experience of pain, and then there's the experiencer, and the experiencer isn't in pain. So it's a nice separation. The second thing, and you have to all be aware of this, if he's able to articulate his thoughts like what he was thinking in between his meditation, he has to be observing his thoughts. And it takes a certain amount of courage to share honest thoughts, because most of us, we're like, we don't do that. But that's what we need to do, because when you can actually see them for what they are, like thoughts, and observe them in that way, and you're not afraid to voice them and speak them, you create a different relationship with them. You know, the only way you wouldn't want to share a thought is if you feel like your identity's tied up in it. You know, if I say that I look stupid because the thought is stupid, that would make me stupid. Then you've got identity in the thought. So it's really good to become aware of, oh, I had this thought in the middle, what the fuck is going on about, you know? And if you say it, you know, then there's a separation already happening. I was aware that this thought was happening, and that's a really good bridge to start making with yourself. Otherwise, every time a thought comes in, it's gonna grab you and you're gonna identify with it. So the only way that you could be aware of your thoughts in that fashion is if there was you witnessing the thoughts. It's an apt description. How was it for you?
I felt a little bit lightheaded, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
More
good.
relaxed. It's a bit. It reminds me of Wim Hof's breathing. He does a little bit like that, but not with he does breath holds sort of in the middle and
Wim Hof's breathing is
cycles.
100% yogic breathing. He might have discovered it himself, but it's exactly the same thing. You know, it couldn't be closer to Kumbhakas and retentions. It's like he's mastered his breath, and someone that's mastered their breath has mastered their body. Funny that, isn't it? You know, this guy learned to master his breath, and now he can be in any condition in the world and control his body. You know, the breath is the biggest gift that we have. It is really this tool that we underutilize, and we look everywhere else to save ourselves. And the beauty of the breath is it's the spirit of life. You know, you don't know when your next breath will be, and you don't know when your last breath will be. You know, all you have is this breath. And if you're just close enough to pay your attention to the breath that you're breathing in the moment, it's always in the present moment. How often are you thinking about the breath that's going to come in 10? You know, if you're focusing on your breath, you're about as close to the precipice of the point of presence as that you can be without being present. Okay, you're literally on the point. In Dzogchen, the first practice rather than mantra for them for attuning your mind onto one-pointedness is to sit down and meditate on the breath. And they do that by labeling breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, constantly for months on end.
That's a lot of my life, I think.
Yeah, but it's great, you know, not breathing in, I don't mind doing this. It's just as they're breathing in and as they're breathing out. Now, there's no other practice that you could need. If you could just take that away today and go away, the rest of your life would be bliss. You know? What are you willing to give up the freedom for? That's the truth of the nature, isn't it? Because I believe everyone in this room understands the nature of consciousness. To some degree they understand, otherwise you wouldn't be able to withstand my classes if you didn't have an inkling or an understanding of it. You wouldn't want to be here, because so many people hear these teachings and they're like, what the fuck is this guy on about, you know? There's something in you that already understands, and that is why there's a rightness here. And every single time you choose to go into a trail of thought and identify with it, and you sit in your suffering, you're giving up your present moment freedom for something. And if you can make your freedom the biggest desire in your life, then nothing should be willing, or nothing should be able to take that away from you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, what's more important than this moment?
Nothing.
Nothing. Ever. Even when you're in the middle of a shitstorm, there's no other moment. That's the most important moment. You know, it's so arbitrary. We can sit here and play with the mind about the now over and over again, and the mind can conceptualize and make concepts and think about the now, but it is the now. It requires no further understanding. And that's why the teaching stop is so prevalent. Because just stop. Just be here. You know? It's not up there anymore. Ram Dass's book, Be Here Now. You know, you're going to go through all of these practices to ripen your mind to think that you're going to arrive somewhere. It's here. It's here. The enlightenment principle is here in this moment. You know, thou art Satchidananda, thou art bliss absolute. Thou art Brahman, thou art pure consciousness. Any questions? Okay, we'll finish with just 2 minutes of being here, and then you're free to go and get back to thinking if you want to. Just close your eyes. Have no idea that it's difficult. Have no idea whatsoever. comes in, observe it. Don't touch it. Just observe it. Oh, interesting. Bye. Oh. It's okay. Whatever comes in, comes in. When you recognise it's all contained within you, it's all existing within your consciousness, there's nothing you need to block out anymore. The pain, the sound, just let it in. Let it all in. Let your heart break until it breaks up. I guarantee each and every one of you in this moment can relax your body further. I bet you're holding on to your muscles somewhere. Just let it go. Relax. Stop trying. Have no resistance to this moment. Just relax. That's it. Isn't it delightful? What do you have to do for that delight to be here? Nothing. Isn't it a nice space to be peaceful without having to do anything to earn it? Just to stop and be here now. You're never not here. You're never not here. Namaste.
Namaste.
Well done, everyone. Does everyone feel okay? Yeah. Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's not always easy, but it's always okay. It's not always fun, but it's always okay. Life is always going to twist and turn because it's one of the variables. Yeah? What's still present? What's still the same? Associate with that throughout your day. Make a good acquaintance with that. Make a strong acquaintance with that. Keep recognizing, is present still here? Yes. Okay, let's go there. Let's not go that way to the thoughts. Give yourself a break for once. You deserve it.